Hello virtual world, welcome to Silly Candy's Sweet Reviews. Today we're diving back into Australia to try out a couple more treats. Let's dig in. Alright, let's start this video and talk about the elephant in the room. If you had watched my last video, I had hinted towards making this video, and when I did, I put up a flag meaning to state that this was going to be an Australian snack video, and I accidentally used the New Zealand flag. When I edited my videos before in the past, I put things into files and I somehow mixed them up, and that's how I used the wrong flag. And it wasn't until after the video was posted when I realized it was not the correct flag. In my defense, both of you guys have flags that are very similar. Okay, please don't unsubscribe for me for just even making that comment, but let's be honest, they're very similar. Okay, so apologies, it wasn't on purpose, it was a total accident, and I'd like to move on. Alright, a little while ago I had received a care package from some friends in Australia, and while the package had a bunch of different stuff in it, a lot of it was things that I was already acquainted with, things I've already tried and knew what I liked and didn't like. However, there was a few items in the box that I pulled to save for later to do for a video because I have not had them before, and some of them were even requests put up by you guys. So let's see what we got. Okay, so first up, back in a previous video, and I will try to put it up here somewhere, I did try a few different chips from Australia, one of them being Twisties. Now, those ones I tried were chicken Twisties, and these ones are cheese Twisties. So, we're gonna go try these with a different flavor. The chicken Twisties were okay. I'm not huge on like the fake chicken flavor, so that was not for me. But I've never tried the cheese ones, and I'm kind of interested in seeing if they were better. So let's find out. Alright, well, bag is open. Ooh, I don't know about that. Ooh boy. That cheese smell is like 100% fake cheese smell, and it's a different kind of cheese. In the US we have these like cheese crackers. Usually they're like filled with peanut butter in the inside. Honestly, this is like the memory that came back to me when I smelled this, because this is like that fake cheese smell I got from it. Oh yeah, a little bit. Alright, once again, they kind of look like a Cheeto. I don't know why I'm putting it up in this camera. I have this one. They look very similar to like a crunchy Cheeto. Lots of seasoning on it. So let's see how they are. As weird as this is gonna sound, I've had a lot of cheesy type treats out here in the US. There's many of them. This one's slightly different from the other ones I've tried, which is really weird because you think you can't really go weird and different with the cheese flavor, but it honestly tastes like macaroni and cheese, like Kraft macaroni and cheese. I know, it's so weird, but that's exactly the flavor profile I got from that, was Kraft macaroni and cheese. They're not bad. They're not great. They're not bad. I don't think they're anything spectacular. I would give it a 7 out of 10. I like these better than the chicken Twisties. I do think they taste better. So these were interesting. They were pretty decent. But like nothing that's super different from here. But yeah, definitely slightly different on that flavor profile. It's a little mac and cheese-ish, kind of. Alright, anyway, moving on. Alright, so in that same video, looking through the comments, one of you guys had made a statement about trying shapes. And when I saw this come in the box, I was really excited because this was something that you guys had commented on, and I was really excited to try something that was commented on. And hopefully you guys didn't lead me in the wrong direction. So we got a bag called Shapes. I see on the bag this hexagon shape, and I find it weird that you call it shapes when it seems to be all the same shape. Like, what? Why isn't it just shape? Why is it shapes if there's not any other shapes? I don't know. Anyway, neither here nor there. They say they're barbecue. Flavor you can see. Okay. Oh, Arnott's. I know the brand. Oven baked, not fried. No artificial flavors. I assume this comes in other flavors, and maybe that's why they call it shapes. I just thought it was funny. They said shapes, and it's like all the same shape. So let's open the bag and give them a try. Okay, I do see like red and green speckles on there. I'm sure the camera, I don't know. This probably shows a little bit better. So there's definitely like, you could definitely see seasoning. They don't smell super barbecue to me. A little bit. I can kind of a little bit smell it. So let's see. Okay, yes, I do taste barbecue. It is not super strong. I know it says on the bag, like, flavor you can see. It could still be a little bit better. It could be a little bit more seasoning on there. They taste like a cracker. They're barbecue flavored crackers, which is something that's not here. So that's definitely got uniqueness to it. But as for this particular flavor, meh. 6 out of 10. Like, they're not bad, but just they don't taste super barbecue-y to me. When I taste a cracker, I want to put something on it. I don't know. Maybe there's other flavors that taste better, but these they're all right. I definitely like the Twisties better. So let's move on to the next item. All right, so the next item we have is Cherry Ripe. This was brought up by a viewer after my lollies video for Australia. I had made a comment that cherry flavor wasn't really a thing. I have a few Australian friends, so they all pretty much agree that fake cherry is not a thing out there. That meaning imitation cherry. So I feel like I have to clarify myself. When I said cherry wasn't a thing, I meant like fake cherry, imitation cherry, like maraschino cherries. Something's candied cherry flavor is in everything. We have cherry cola, we have cherry in slushies, we have cherry in candy, cherry everywhere. So that's something that you just don't see as much in Australia because I guess cherry is really related to cough syrup out there. So this being real cherry, like real cherry flavor can be a thing. And I guess that's what you get from a Cherry Ripe. Okay, just from the description alone, luscious cherries and coconut in old gold rich dark chocolate. Okay. And it's Cadbury, and I'm excited. So let's try this to see how it is. I'm assuming this is more of a real cherry, not like imitation fake cherry flavor. All right, I'm obviously not going to eat this entire chocolate bar, so I'm going to just break it in half. Ooh, hello. Okay. So, the inside, I could see little hunks of like cherry in there, and I could see what is coconut. And we're going to go back to how polarizing coconut is. It's a love it or hate it thing in the US. Either you love coconut or you hate it. There seems to be no in between. I personally really like coconut, so I'm pretty excited to try this out. Though dark chocolate's not really hugely my thing, I can imagine this is still going to be pretty tasty. Okay, that was incredibly good. I love coconut. Once again, you can't go wrong. And the cherry is definitely not like American cherry. It does not taste like artificial cherry. It tastes like real cherries in there. But you don't taste a whole bunch of cherry because I feel like the coconut kind of overwhelms it a bit. But it reminds me, as far as American treats go, a little bit of a snowball. Hostess snowballs, or I think Zingers is the other ones, where it's got like a coconutty filling over chocolate. Very similar. I'm so glad to have gotten one of these because it is so good. I really enjoy it. I will be sad when this bar is gone because this was definitely yum. This is easily a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, Australia nailed it with a cherry chocolate bar because this was damn tasty. So, total win there. All right, so we have one more thing to try, and this is a specific item that somebody else had commented on. They also had made a mention that my Australian contact hadn't gotten me Tim Tams or Milo in my other videos. And the reason why I have not done some iconic things like Tim Tams and Milo and Vegemite is because I've had all them before I started recording these review videos. And I want my reaction to be honest and not faked. So I've had Milo, and I've had it shown to me the correct way to enjoy Milo. I've had Vegemite, and no, not taking a spoonful of it. I mean toasting some delicious bread, which I actually just had this morning, with some butter, with a little bit of Vegemite spread on it, and it is chef's kiss. Really delicious. And if you've never tried Vegemite, give it a shot. You just need to make sure you do it right, because like ketchup, you wouldn't just take a whole spoonful of a condiment and shove it in your mouth. Don't do that with Vegemite. It is very strong. It will not taste delicious. Mix that in with some nice warm buttered toast, and it's magic. As far as Tim Tams, they're readily available here in the US. They are extremely good, easily top tier cookie out here. They're a little pricey because, you know, they come all the way from Australia, but they are very, very good. I've tried a couple different flavors of Tim Tams. Not all of them. I'm sure there's a lot, but definitely a few. And I do enjoy them. So, making that comment, it was brought up to try eucalyptus cough drops. And I thought that was weird, but also, like, that sounds so insanely Australian that how do I not try that? I don't even know why this has never occurred to me before, because eucalyptus is really big out there. Their trees are everywhere, and I never thought about it being turned into a cough drop. So I did get some eucalyptus cough drops, and it's got a little koala on it. They are hard as a rock in this bag. I don't know if this is how they're supposed to be. I obviously don't have a cold, so I'm not sure how this is gonna taste. And the first ingredient is sugar, so okie dokie then. All right, after a couple slaps onto my desk, I could get a couple of these jostled loose. Oh, sweet Jesus. That is, I mean, we have some strong cough drops out here. Don't get me wrong, but whoa, that is a strong smell of eucalyptus coming from that. That is, I have a feeling there will be deep regret. Let's give this a shot. The taste is not as bad as the smell. I thought the smell was really bad. Those were really strong. It almost has a weird, like, kind of off lemony little back flavor. I know that sounds really weird. It's definitely very strong, but it's not as bad as I thought. It was interesting. I find this an interesting product. We need to move on to the best and the worst. Obviously, I'm not going to put the eucalyptus cough drops in that list because I didn't rate it. The best, easily, hands down, was the cherry ripe. That was banging. I thought that was delicious. The chocolate was nice and rich. I love the coconut flavor. The cherry didn't have that fake imitation cherry flavor like you get in the US. It was all around a delicious chocolate bar. I enjoyed it very much. As far as the worst, there was nothing that was terrible, but the shapes were definitely not my favorite, at least the barbecue flavored ones. I did look up to find out there are different types of shapes, but, and I'm sure other flavors are better. These just were not, I just was not a fan. I was not a fan of the barbecue ones. They were meh. So hopefully I can try one of the other flavors at some point in time. If you watched my video and you thought it was sweet, please click that like button for me, as it really does help my channel grow. If you have any comments or suggestions, put them in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys. It really does brighten my day. If you subscribe and hit that notification bell, you'll know when the next video gets dropped and goes live. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.